OLED screen green?
Hello, I'm a Nintendo executive, and we need you to draw penguin bobsleds for a Mario Party 2 game.
I'm gonna draw the best penguin bobsleds of all time.
Perfection.
Thanksgiving is around the corner and we have a lot of Nintendo drama to be thankful for. Hashtag bless. But there is a lot that I want to discuss with you guys, including some amazing Nintendo Black Friday deals that just dropped. There's like this green tint OLED glitch that's been brought to my attention. We even got some racy Nintendo details to discuss. This rating is going to be a PG-13 rating on this video. And there's even more talk of a potential new console design. Let's get into it. All right, guys, as promised, I'm going to keep you up to date on all the Black Friday deals as they roll out, and Nintendo has released their official Black Friday deals. So the first thing they're offering, I'm pretty sure is just called the Black Friday bundle. And what it is if you buy a select Nintendo system, not all of them qualify, but if you buy one of the qualifying systems, also get a copy of Mario Kart 8 as well as a free 3-month membership to Nintendo Switch Online. You can get all of this for $299.99, which is a savings of $70. $70? That's a whole gift for your mother. They are also offering $20 off select games. Now, what games? I'm glad you asked. You can save $20 on Breath of the Wild, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario Maker 2, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Splatoon 2, Paper Mario, Kirby Star Allies, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Astral Chain, and Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That's a whole handful of deals. You can also save $40 on Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. This offer applies to each individual Mario set or Luigi set and is a total of $60, which again is still expensive, but you're saving $40. That's pretty good. That's like a gift for your neighbor. You can also save $25 on Ring Fit Adventure. I do not have this game, but I hear so many good things about it. This game is on sale for $54.99, and I feel like it very rarely goes on sale, so this is a great opportunity. The sale begins November 21st and ends November 27th, but I would definitely say to plan on shopping it the first day because of 1, shipping delays, and 2, things have just been selling out so fast. Like anytime I see even just like a regular Switch back in stock, I feel like it sells out like within a couple hours. So just make sure you're on it for this holiday season. All right, you guys, I mentioned earlier, Thanksgiving is coming up and I'm gonna be seeing my family. So if you could just hit that subscribe button and help me look good when we talk about it around the table, I would really appreciate it. Nintendo just removed this racy detail from a game. Scandalous. Nintendo's been getting a lot of attention from removing this detail from Mario Party Superstars, and you might be wondering what the heck was so scandalous that Nintendo had to remove it. I didn't even notice it at first, and honestly, I'm kind of judging the first person to notice this. So in the game, you jump inside this penguin-shaped bobsled, and you're going down the track. I've actually played this, and again, didn't notice. But apparently in the original Mario Party 2, these penguins had an X for their butthole. Sounds so funny to say, but they had an X marking their butthole, and they don't in this version, and for some reason, people are mad / also noticed. Like, who was the first person to notice this? That being said, the story's gotten a lot of run in the press. People are like, people are disappointed about the butthole. Free the butthole. I don't know how many times I'm allowed to say butthole in a YouTube video, but I feel like I'm nearing the maximum. Regardless, it's still a fun game. I don't think you should not get it because of that. We'll see if this has gotten enough attention for Nintendo to update the game and include them in there. The game is fine. Again, I didn't really notice it, but I think it's because I also don't spend a lot of time staring at penguins' butts. So guess what we're talking about? New Switch console design! I will say there's some interesting things being said, which is why I'm bringing it to you again. It always seems like Nintendo comes out with something new, and then the other gaming companies eventually kind of start like copying that or coming up with their own models of that. And then once that starts happening, Nintendo just completely starts the cycle all over again. And a lot of people have been hounding Nintendo, asking them what is next for the Switch. And there was actually a really interesting quote that came out of this, which I want to share with you. We are not able to comment about the next game system at this time. With regards to the next game system, we are considering many different things, but as far as the concept and launching timing are concerned, there is nothing we can share at this time. But what really caught my eye was he specifically didn't say new Switch. He said entirely new gaming system, which really for me confirmed my idea that I don't think whatever we get next is going to be a Switch. I know a lot of people were kind of hoping for that just because they really love. Truthfully too, I agree. I feel like it's their best console that they've come out with in a really long time, which knowing Nintendo means it's going to also introduce a completely new way of gaming. And that's what really has me excited. Because if you think about it, like the Wii completely revolutionized what we thought of like motion play. The Switch completely revolutionized this hybrid sort of thing, and I'm so excited for whatever's next. In the same quote, he also said that they're considering many different things, which to me in my mind instantly is like, is there just a warehouse with like a bunch of different consoles of like Nintendo's creating and like trying to play within video games? That sounds so freaking cool. I want to go to the Nintendo Area 51 where they just like are testing a bunch of like different gaming consoles and different ways to like play games and revolutionizing the video game world. As for my theories on the whole thing, I actually have one theory that is a little controversial. And I think it's that Nintendo is not really going to focus that much on 4K. I know everybody cares so much about 4K because it's what PlayStation is doing and Xbox is doing and everybody else, but when has Nintendo ever done what everybody else is doing? Now, while I do hope for better graphics, I feel like we're either gonna go above and beyond whatever 4K is, or it's going to be the same thing where it just like is not a priority of Nintendo because they're completely changing the entire concept of gaming. Obviously, that might disappoint some fans, but again, only time will tell. I'm not the one designing it, so who knows? I'm just going based off of what I know of Nintendo and have seen. They already did a revamp of the OLED and they also didn't include 4K. So for me, that just kind of shows it's not necessarily like a priority for them yet, but who knows? But again, I was really surprised by the OLED. I thought we weren't getting another console for, again, another couple years, and then they came out with the OLED, which was a total surprise to me. So who really knows? All I do know is that I promise to keep you guys updated as we go on this journey together. So this next topic was actually something that somebody suggested to me in the comments. Hey, shout out. And that is that some are experiencing a green tint to their OLED. Now I haven't noticed this on my personal OLED, but I looked it up and the person who mentioned it in the comments is definitely not alone. It seems like there could be some faulty OLED screens out there that are giving a green tint. So the people who are actually noticing this are experiencing it when it goes to a lower brightness for the device. That being said, I haven't noticed it on my own device, but it could be a possibility that some people have a batch of OLEDs just with a lower quality OLED screen that is giving them that tint. And if that does happen, personally, what I would do is I would make Nintendo aware and see if there's a way for me to return it and get a new OLED, which hopefully does not have that problem. It seems to be kind of a one-off thing that's affecting a small group of people rather than affecting everybody. Hopefully this is not the new Joy-Con drift. Some people have also noticed a weird thing where the top and the bottom are a slightly different shade. Thankfully, again, this hasn't happened to me on my OLED, but it could just be a faulty screen. Bring it up to Nintendo and see if it's possible for you to get a replacement. I would say especially too because the devices came out so recently, it's probably under warranty. Make sure to check like in your actual pamphlet for sure, but it should be under warranty, so you should be able to get a new device without any problems pretty easily. Again, I didn't really notice anything different on mine, but that's not to say it's not happening to other people. In fact, there's actually video evidence of this, which I'm gonna show here, of somebody who actually has a green tint. So it's definitely a thing. To me, it seems like it may be a sign of possibly a defective OLED screen. So I would definitely see if you can invoke your warranty and get a new one if it bothers you enough. But again, especially because you're spending so much money on a device, I would totally understand if you wanna make sure you have one that does not have like a weird green tint going on. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out and subscribing. I'll see y'all soon.